To continue again with the evolution of bryophytes, I have this image, this picture, where we have a sporophyte of all the 9 examples which we have cited. So in our last clip we have discussed regarding the sporophyte of Rixia followed by Corsinia, for which we didn't found any kind of an image because we followed this one. So this is the modified one where we can have the sporophyte of Corsinia. Further moving on, this is the sporophyte of a Sphaerocorpus. The sporophyte of Sphaerocorpus has a clear foot followed by a small sized setae and a capsule. So outer wall of a capsule is of one celled thick layer. Internal to this we have the sporogenous tissue which is going to undergo meiosis leading to formation of an haploid spores. Now the number of nerve cells is increased compared to that of Corsinia. So number of nerve cells in a sporophyte of Sphaerocorpus has been increased. That is, a percentage of the sterile tissue is enhancing. In these 3 capsules, that is of Rixia followed by Corsinia and Sphaerocorpus, there is no spore releasing mechanism when the spores are mature. When during the time of its releasing, 1 or the 2 cells at the tip of the capsule here, 1 or the 2 cells at the tip of the capsule are going to rupture, leading to release of the spores. So now the percentage comparing to that of Rixia, and a percentage of the sterile tissue has been enhanced in Sphaerocorpus. Now moving on to Torgonia. So this is the sporophyte of Torgonia. Sporophyte of Torgonia has a clear foot, a setae and a capsule. Capsule is made up of one cell thick layer. Sporogenous mother cell undergo meiosis to form tetrads which contain haploid spores. So we can make out here. Some sporogenous mother cell are converted into eleators. So the picture here has some spherical cell followed by an elongated structure. These elongated structures are nothing but eleators, and the spherical one are nothing but the haploid spores. So some sporogenous mother cell are converted into eleators. Now Torgonia contain eleators. What are eleators? Eleators are the structures which are responsible for or helpful in the dispersal of the spore. Eleators are diploid in condition and have a spiral thickening. So again, concentrating on the sterile tissue, percentage of the sterile tissue has increased again compared to that of Sphaerocorpus. Why? Because in Sphaerocorpus we had a nerve cell, no eleators. But in Torgonia there is a formation of eleators. Now moving on further for Marchantia. So this is a sporophyte of Marchantia. It has a clear foot followed by setae and a capsule. The capsule encloses a structure like pericytium and this green color gametophytic protective layers called as what? Calyptra. So we have a calyptra here. So this pericytium and calyptra, these are protective in function. When the capsule is going to mature, it is going to emerge out. Capsule has a special lead cells, so it has got a special lead cells which are helpful in the dispersal, that is a rupturing of the capsule when the spores are mature. And the sporogenous tissue is originated from endothecium. Capsule wall originated from amphithecium. Here 50% of the mother cells are, that is spore mother cells, are going to undergo meiosis and leading to production of the haploid spore. And remaining 50% of the spore mother cell are sterile in nature. They are going to form the eleators. The eleators in case of Marchantia are elongated, they have a pointed end and have a spiral thickening. For such kind of an eleators we are going to consider as a true one, whereas false eleators or pseudo eleators are found in case of Anthoceros. So we have a spiral thickening in eleators. Eleators are diploid in condition and their main function is like they are helpful in the dispersal of spores. So this was a sporophyte regarding Marchantia. Now the sterile tissue percentage has been increased again. Now speaking about a Pellia, even if not Pellia, you can go for Porella also. So Pellia and Porella are one and this. They are not same, but in this stage you can have an example of Porella even. Speaking about Pellia, here a sporophyte of Pellia has a foot, a long setae and a globous capsule. Calyptra and pericytium are the protecting layers for this sporophyte of the Pellia. Here capsule wall is made up of 2 to 3 layers. Now until here it was like one celled thick. Now the capsule wall has been increased in its thickness from 1 to 3 layers. So these 1 to 3 layers of the capsule wall are sterile in nature. So the percentage of sterility has increased now. Some of the sporogenous tissue, they will be undergoing meiosis leading to formation of the spores, and some of them are going to form what is called as an eleators. Another special character of sporophyte in case of Pellia is elatophore. Now what is elatophore? Elatophore is nothing but at the bottom of the capsule, in case of Pellia, we will be having some 20 to 30 eleators in the form of a bunch. That bunch of eleators which contain 20 to 30 in number, that structure we will be calling it as an elatophore. So this is another special character of Pellia. So the percentage of sterile tissue has been increased now comparing to that of Marchantia. Thank you.